We really built the suspense there. That's
I thought we were going to go for a race or something.
Hello, everyone. We are
good
live.
evening, good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like Ant and Deck.
I know,
Whenever
I
they
know.
talk about Ant and Deck, I mean, Celebrity is on at 9 p.m, so it is
right.
starting now. So we are fighting with that, but
People can record it.
Yeah,
and they can
exactly,
get the adverts, can't they?
exactly.
You're
So-
only ever going to get Jack and Emily live at this time once. So
exactly. And the four of us, you get us each week, but to get you guys here as well, we are ever so grateful.
So yeah, today we are joined with the two Aussie Thrifters.
Indeed.
So Jacob Braz, if you like to, what did
Do
I
you get
just
your words
say?
out? Yeah, Jake and Brad. You said. Brad and Jaz. There we go.
If you'd like to introduce yourself, and yeah,
Please, much better than we did.
I know. Oh god.
we have been called worse than that before. So you guys are doing fine. So yeah, Brad and Jaz. We are a reselling couple in Australia. We've been doing it for sort of just over 3 years now. So. And yeah, we decided to kick off a little bit of a YouTube probably 18 months ago, somewhere around there. I don't really know, to be honest.
Guessing.
Yeah, and it's just really cool to see the Australian community grow. And we had a great chat with you guys a couple of weeks ago now, and really enjoyed it. So yeah, glad to have another one because I don't think we've laughed so much in a long time. So thank you guys.
It was a good.
My face was hurting.
Yeah. Pressure for this one, but no. But we really enjoyed the chat over on your channel and that, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So glad you're here. I'm glad to have a chat. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
No, not at all. So I want to say a few hellos, and then we will.
Yeah, say hello to the chat.
I was going to say hello to myself. Then there we go.
You're there. Hey guys.
We got Mike in. Good evening and good morning. Yes.
Exactly.
What time is it where you are?
7:30 in the morning. So
Wow.
We appreciate these guys getting up early.
Yeah,
we are
definitely.
grateful.
more than welcome.
We've got John Luke in. We've got Teesside Reseller. We've got Mark. We've got Charlie's Recycled Revenue. This is Australia.
Yeah. Cool.
Good morning, guys. Getting the school run ready to have you in the background.
Appreciate that, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
We've got Ian in. Good morning,
Other side of the world,
Yeah.
literally.
I think they haven't said
What's
what's life like in the future.
We're doing all right for the next sort of 12 hours. So
Yeah.
come on over, you'll be fine for at least 12 hours. I don't know what's going to happen
It
after
takes longer than that to get there.
All right.
But we will happily jump on a plane.
Definitely. So we got Louise in, we got JJ, we've got Richard. Yo, good evening, everyone. Hope you've all had a blessed week. Shabbat.
Thank you, Richard. Likewise.
We've got Lomi in, we've got Thrifty Pixie, another Aussie, I think.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Good morning from Aussie land. So yeah.
We've
One
got
very
Emma.
close. Yeah.
Oh, really nice.
Cool.
Where else do we got? We've
Emma,
got Steve.
Yeah, I mean, got a few people in which we're grateful for. We know this week
We are
we pushed it
clashing.
an hour later because we just couldn't have the guys on at 6:30. Couldn't be having that. So yeah, we are clashing with a certain TV program. We know, but you can record it, and we'll watch it after. We'll watch it after ourselves. So
So
You
you got
guys
Jay.
like that show, hey, like
Oh,
We do.
So good.
it's mad. Yeah, like it's one of them. It's only on for 3 weeks, and because it's on every night, it's one of them. It's just a good thing to get
It's
into.
like Love Island,
Oh.
but it's bigger.
I don't know if I can get into that one.
But yeah, it's massive, and obviously this is the first time it's been in
Wales.
Wales. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that was a Welsh accent, then,
It's
wasn't
in Ian's
it?
land.
Ian's there. Ian can do the Welsh.
This is our friend Ian. He's from Wales.
Yeah. So, see. So yeah, he said hello to a few more people. Where are we?
We got Jason. We got
Yeah.
Budget Nostalgia. We've got
My mum. Hey,
my
mum.
where are we? We've said hello to Emma. We've got Leon. We've got Becca.
Becca.
We've got Mr. Sprout. Happy Thursday, Gemily, and happy Friday to Aussie Thrifters.
Exactly. Right.
Quick question: who's your winner of said TV show?
Oh.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan,
So Jordan or Giovanna. I quite like Giovanna.
Yeah,
Which
she's
is alright.
nice.
Yeah.
Them's either them.
Well,
two.
anyway, back to this show. This is the show we're talking about.
The only.
Right. Should we start with a little show and tell,
Yeah. Sure.
as we usually do? I don't want, it's not a big surprise.
You
You know?
one first.
Oh, you want to do that one first?
Yeah.
Oh,
We've got
for the first time, yeah, because you're the first couple that we've had the privilege of talking to on our Thursday Thrifter Talks. So we've got a little bit of Mr. and Mrs. questions. So
We've just got 5.
it's
so
just
no
5
pressure.
questions, and then we're going to do the show and tell, and then we'll go back to the normal sort of questions we have afterwards, if that's okay with you guys.
All right, look, we're here for the ride. We're here for the ride.
buckle in, right? Right, they're all good. So I'll start off. Who is the best reseller?
Ooh, that's yeah, the cat.
You can't choose the
No,
cat.
come on. Who's
That's really hard because I think we excel at like different areas. So
Okay,
so
so-
diplomatic?
I know.
yeah, and
I might be the better lister.
yeah. Jazz's
Exactly.
listing is way better than mine.
With our
Photography.
powers combined.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
have to close your eyes.
But
And
we-
you have to put your hand up, or you point. We're going that way.
But we spoke to this on your
Yeah,
channel
no,
that
I
time,
know.
and we said it's nice to
can't
have
put- yeah,
nice
you
to
work
pull up.
together.
Same for us. It's nice to have the similar, no, not similar, different things that work well together.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, go on, use that one.
Okay, who's the better dancer?
Oh. That's hard. We're both really, really bad at dancing.
But I've never sustained an injury.
Yeah, I did the last time. I was at a work party and I've danced like an idiot, and I like literally tore 2 ligaments in my ankle. So Jazzy's never done that. So
I'm gonna
let's go with Jazz. Let's go.
Yeah,
with
that
Jazz.
sounds painful. That sounds painful. Em says I've got a dad dancing down,
Yeah, you
but
do.
I'm not a dad, so you know what I mean. But I've got the dad dancing. Okay, so when buying stock, who's the one who wants to keep it? You know, like, oh, we don't need to sell it. I'd rather keep that. Who would keep more stuff out of you two?
These are hard hitting. That's tough as well because oh man, I'm a gaming collector, so
Yeah.
when we bought this massive lot of gaming stuff, and like trying not to put that in my collection was so hard. But I only got 2 things out of the whole lot, which was
You
crazy.
did very well.
That is
Jazzy
good.
was-
That is
Wow.
good.
Clothing.
Yeah.
Jazzy, like when we go op shopping, she'll pick clothing for herself, but she
One
knows
for the store.
that.
For me, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd say probably me in terms of keeping stuff,
wanna
but
keep
I
stuff, yeah.
don't keep a lot. So
Sure.
we are
Clothes
pretty
are a
good.
necessity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
And you can always sell them later. Wear them, enjoy them.
Yeah.
You know, the games you can play them, but you don't want to sell them because they look nice. You know what I mean? They can sit there and.
And they have to leave the collection, I tell you.
No doubt you'll cash in well on them. So,
Oh.
right, number 4. We got.
No, nothing.
Okay, yeah, number 4.
Who is the messiest?
Who's more messy? Oh dear.
What would
Pretty
you say?
Is it pretty even? It seems most questions seem to be pretty even.
Yeah.
It's I think that's there's some resellers that are amazing at keeping their space clean, but we're definitely not one of them.
Likewise, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll own up to that as well. Okay,
It's a
and
reason we haven't done a tour video.
yeah.
Hey, well,
well,
we did
we'll
that
wait.
one,
We're waiting till we get a house in. We'll get it later. So, okay, the last one. You say.
who does the best English accents?
And we are going to listen to it, so you might as well both go. You can both go. It's fine.
We can
I
choose.
don't know how to do it right now.
We'll let the chat decide. So you can both go. No pressure. No one's watching.
I don't even know like where the accents sit in England because like I used to watch a bit of like Geordie Shore, and that's pretty like hectic.
Any accent. You can go Liverpool. You can go London. You can go anywhere. Just
Way I
I love that. I love that.
God.
Yeah.
Same.
Come down to a car boot sale.
That's
We'll take it.
that's very Chelsea. I like.
Yes,
that.
yes. That's it. Very posh there, Chaz. Very posh.
I think
Very
we've been banned from all English TV.
Oh. We'll see what the chat says. We'll catch up in a minute. So yeah, that was our Mr. and Mrs. questions. Were they okay? Not too bad.
Yeah, look, you put us on the spot there. We had to dig deep in our souls to work out. We got there.
Right.
So-
So we're going to Dawn's question of the week.
So this is Em's mum. If you've not caught this part of the show before, she drops in a few questions, and now she has a section. So
So
there you go.
good morning to the Aussie Thrifters. My question of the week is: what did you do or are still doing as well as reselling to make a living?
So I still have a full-time job, which I'm sort of slowly trying to drop down day by day. And what were you doing before resale?
I was a retail manager selling textbooks at the university, but at the start of March, they shut, and I thought that I would go get another job. and then I just didn't.
Yeah. So we kind of we want to go full time, obviously, but and we've been talking about it for a while, and that was kind of just the tipping point for Jaz. We're like, look, we're making enough money to be able to sustain a wage for her, so let's just do it and see what happens. And
Definitely.
Yeah, it's only grown from there. So
100%. I was gonna say, it doesn't sound like you guys have looked back. It was the right decision by the sounds of it.
Oh,
so.
yeah, 100%. Like, we're not going to say in the future that Jazzy won't get a job or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, well, you never know.
You never know to that. But at the moment, we don't need to. We're able to sustain what we need to live. So,
and it's working.
100%. No, good.
Yeah, our stores gained like a lot from Jazzy being able to do it full time. So.
Oh,
awesome. No, glad to hear it, guys. All right, there's a couple more say hellos in the chat, and then we'll catch up with the chat, and then we'll do a little show. And
a question from your mum. Is this Ali's question?
Oh, it's a family event.
Is it hot in Oz?
Is it hot? Yeah.
Certain parts, yeah. Today we're getting a big heat wave through that should last today and tomorrow. I think we're going to get to like 40 today, 40 degrees Celsius.
41.
Which everyone in England will feel. I said this already. Will feel so sorry for you. It's an awful shame.
40 is very hot. Like
it is very hot. It is. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But your average temperature is still like a good like.
Oh, yeah. Look, we're very lucky here. Our winters where we are a little bit cold, but nothing compared to the UK.
Sure.
So.
I've never seen snow.
No, we haven't.
To be fair, where we are, we don't really
in
see
Portsmouth
it.
down the south, we very, very rarely get snow. But obviously, other parts of England do get it. But
so we've got Death Like Glamour. I can't remember. Leanne. Names are hard, man. We got Funky Funko Collector. Welcome.
Hey, dude.
Where are we? John Luke says my favourite British and Australian couples.
Too kind.
So we've got Chop Chop Busy Busy Wet Bat Bang Bang. We've got Paul. We've got Keely.
It's the most awesome name. I love that name. It's awesome.
If you try to say that fast, you'd trip over, right?
No. We got Carlin. We've got Aaronin. We've got Leon. Where are we? We've got Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Ian says, Gemma, let's see your show.
What's going on here? We tried to get this out on our channel and they wouldn't give us one. So, I mean, here we go.
Go on.
I'll throw some shrimps on the barbie.
I'll give you like an 8 out of 10 on that.
That's just, I'm not one for accents, okay? So
for you,
for me, I'll take that.
The funny thing is, like, there's only like one state in Australia that actually calls them shrimp. The rest of us call them like prawns.
Saying
prawns.
Oh gosh.
One of those things.
Everyone thinks everyone thinks every one of you says it. If that makes sense. You know. This is right. Come on in.
No, what do I say?
I don't just. You could probably do a whole bloody paragraph.
Hi guys. So today we're joined with Brad and Jaz from the two Aussie Thrifters. There we go. That was good.
I think that's an 8.5. Right?
Yeah, I'll take a loss on that one. That's fine.
Longer, you know.
So we got Anya in. Looks.
You're looking around the living room and stuff. That was in relation to obviously the.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're the same. Likewise.
Where are we? If you guys have got any questions, then leave them in the chat, and we will get them answered.
Right, should we do a little show and tell?
Yes.
Yeah. Unless you clicking on anyone in the you seen? No, you're all good.
I think we've just got one question now. I just want
What's that one?
Emma says, "Do you think Australia and UK have different purchasing differences?"
Definitely. Like you guys sell a lot of like board games and puzzles and stuff like that. We in Australia, the only time we've sort of done well with that was during lockdown. So because our winters aren't as long and as cold, like we tend to go outdoors a lot more. So we sell a lot more for sporting stuff and gear like that. So yeah, I think there's definitely differences, but there's similarities as well. I think from what I think.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. No, I think we agree. As you said, like. England do spend a lot of time indoors in the winter because it's normal, so you don't
look like ghosts.
Yeah, we don't get much colour. This light's quite bright. No. I'm not usually this white, but yeah, it's like the similarities of like really popular stuff like Lego, whatever like the big brands. I imagine will still be the same, but it's more the niches or will fit your surroundings, like you said, the sports stuff and that.
Yeah, like if you were in I don't know, like Canada, you'd probably
there'd be more snow gear and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And you guys get like a lot of stuff as well. Like we don't really get that in Australia because we're not as old. Like we don't really have the history. So.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. No, fair play. It's mad. It's different. You do think like you would pick up the similar stuff. But yeah, it's mad. We haven't really bought. I want to go to America and Australia to buy. It'd just be awesome.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Ian says, whereabouts are you guys based in Oz?
We're in
Central South.
Yeah, South Australia. So right
in the middle,
down
the
the border.
bottom.
Yeah.
That's one of the. I know. I was gonna say it's one of the hottest parts, but more inland would be hotter, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we're actually from Alice Springs originally, which is like probably one of the hottest places in Australia.
It's right in the middle.
So
Wow.
Uluru or Ez Rock, you guys might have heard of that before.
Yeah. You went, didn't you? Yeah. But no, we will make it over there one day. We'll let you know when we do. We do 100%. Right.
Yeah, really.
You're too kind. 6 months. Yeah. Right. So we'll do a bit of show and tell. If anyone's not watched it, we'll just do 3 items. It's the most recent pickup, most recent sale, and then also basically a sticky item, something that's just stuck around in the store for a while, and for whatever reason, it hasn't sold. So we'll start off with the most recent pickup, and we'll hand it over to Brad and Jaz. I almost said it.
We actually this is a bit weird because this is actually a repro, right, of an old radio. When I did comps, I was quite surprised. So the original ones, we actually picked this up last weekend, and the video that this is in is dropping today. So you guys get an exclusive. But, these ones actually go for more than the originals, which is insane. Like, what? I don't understand.
Wow,
that's mad. Yeah.
The comps on the original ones are like $60, and the comps on these, which are like the digital version. So
it's like DAB or whatever. Yeah. So people would like the old look to it.
Yeah,
they want the newer sound or newer. Yeah.
So comps on this are like anywhere from 80 to 100. So originally, when I thought I don't know anything about radio, so I was like, oh, that's a cool radio. And then I saw the digital radio. I was like, that's a repro,
not vintage.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, we were pretty surprised at that. So we've listed that up at about 100, and hopefully we get.
$99.95.
I think we paid $5. So.
Oh wow! That was my next question. Yeah. What did it cost you? But that's a good pickup there at 5. For the conversion rate, you're saying dollar, obviously Aussie dollars. Yeah. Is it about half? Is it?
About half. Yeah. So about £2.50, and then let's say £50 sale. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Right. Obviously, as anyone in most of England will know, you should know if you're in England. We're on lockdown. You can't really go buying, charity shops and that thing. So we bought something off Facebook Marketplace, which not to
really make money.
No.
Yeah, money other ways.
Yeah, we'll hope to get our money back on it after we've used it. Basically, it's just an old PS3. Basically, we've got some games that we need to test to sell, but we didn't have
some Guitar Hero.
And some guitar. Yeah. So we didn't have a PS3 to use. So we went out and paid £20 for one, which I wouldn't pay. We haven't picked up many of these.
Never had them.
No, we've picked up quite a few Xbox 360s, but we just never come across the PS3 for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But we'll chuck some games with it and a controller and stuff when we do sell it, and then obviously we'll get our money back and hope to make a little profit. But we've mainly bought it just to test. Yeah. Test the other games so we can get them sold. Because I don't want to sell them untested because you're just losing. You can't guarantee it's going to work. And
there's some of those that are worth like more as well. The PS3s.
Yeah.
Like certain little intricacies with a certain model of them that makes them more worth more. So you guys should probably check it out.
I believe if it's got four USBs on the front, which it doesn't, unfortunately, but it's like backwards compatible or something. But we've never really. It's weird. PS3s we just never really picked them up before, but I've got the game, so thing.
Yeah, PS3 is one that we don't see a lot either. So
but 360s are everywhere.
Sell it.
No, we get to test it.
Yeah. We'll play some games. It's hard, isn't it? It's difficult, isn't it?
Testing for a good 20 minutes just to make sure they're playing.
An hour is
at least. Right. So
should we go on to the next one.
Yeah. So go on to most recent sale or fairly recent. It can be So you're going to, I believe you're going to share a screen for this one because it's already sold.
It should pop up on your end soon.
There we are. Oh, okay. So, nice.
This was actually part of the massive bulk buy that we did of the games. So this stuff, we bought a crazy amount of it, and it worked out to $4 a piece, right?
Oh, wow.
So we picked this one up, and I didn't have the right stuff to test this at the time. So I got the stuff I needed to test it, and it all worked perfectly. So we put this up like the day before this sold, I think. So Xbox, the original, obviously, with the pack, which is nice in box, and I'm pretty sure most of the contents was there as well, which helped it. And it sold like within a day for $199. So
that's
$4.
Wow.
And obviously, there's stuff in that set that sells for $10-15, but yeah, when you get sales like that, definitely makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know if that was an Aussie, because I've not seen the Halo. I've seen a boxed original Xbox, like just plain black box, obviously. But I've never seen like a specifically like Halo one, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they were pretty. I won't say common because the basic ones were common, but these were done as like an ultimate set a little bit later on. I had seen a few around Australia, but obviously they get snapped up by collectors pretty quickly.
Of course. No, that's awesome. Nice.
That is really cool.
I was also going to show our very, very most recent sale though, because
please.
We did sell a CD.
Oh, there we go.
This is the thing, you know what I mean? It's but they all pay the bills. It all pays the bills.
Well,
so, are we doing? Is it recent?
Recent sale.
It is recent sale.
Yes.
I'm losing my mind every week. I'm like, I question what I pick up. But right, so this one's it's not that exciting. Who's the name? Oh, I forgot the name now.
I'll get it off my phone. You show it.
Yeah. So basically, it's just a die-cast model bike. I was going to show what was actually genuinely our most recent sale, but I left it in the garage. Vinny, I don't know if he's in the chat, but Mr. G Reseller, we had something on eBay, and he saw it on the YouTube, and he's like, and he's a friend of ours who we speak to most days, and he's like, how much is it like for me? And I was like, well, not, you know what I mean? But we made a deal, and that was a werebear. It's like a, which I've never heard of before, but it's like an
80s.
Yeah, it's like an 80s like stuffed toy that basically was a normal bear, and then a plushie, a plushie, and you turned it inside out, and it was like an angry bear.
Oh man, that's
I'm uncomfortable.
Whoever thought of that had some.
But yeah, this
Valentino Rossi.
There we go. But yeah, we had it up for like £20. Been up for a couple of weeks or whatever, and someone offered us like 16. Postage was like 3 or 4, so it was like £20 all in. And it probably cost us like £1 or so. So you know, you don't mind them sort of sales. You know, like you're paying £1 or so, and bread and butter sales, exactly. And it gets by. You know what I mean? But yeah, nothing too special. But
that was
it. Mini chance. There we go. So
Q says you saw the bear in the last video. Yes, you did.
Yes.
So we got Mike in. Good evening, Mike. Where are we? I think we've got a little question here.
Oh, was it?
From Steve. As a reselling couple, do you have set jobs to do or certain categories to deal with? Both my partner Donna and I list, source and package, but I tend to do the tech. What about you guys?
So I guess because you're working all day and I'm here doing eBay, I'm doing a lot more of the day-to-day stuff. So I do like the photos and the packaging. You're doing a lot of the YouTube. You're doing a lot of the sourcing and scoping things.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky with that sense. Like when we were both working full-time, it was just hammer and tongs. I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying, but we're just like working really hard, and we're kind of a bit scattered with how we work. But now that Jaz is full time, like we're able to sort of like segregate the tasks and make it work for us really well. So definitely split the jobs up and divide and conquer, as they say.
And then we go
exactly.
Yeah, and we source
the fun part.
Source it. Yeah, that's the fun part. 100%. That's what we all love. It's the treasure hunt, you know.
But yeah, we both have different. You do photographs, and we both look the stuff up, like do the research, and then I'll
photograph
list,
it, and you list it, and then I'll pack it and stuff. But then I'll do that. And no, I'm joking. But yeah, all in we like you said, if you have your own, you have different tasks,
strengths,
but
and
teamwork is making that dream work. So
100%. Yeah, we would not be where we are now without Jazzy's input. Like her photos, like kill it. I can't.
They're okay.
I can't. Do it. I'm too.
You're being modest.
Well, that Xbox looked like it was.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good. Yeah,
very professional.
Yeah. 100%. Right. Should we go
to the last one?
Yeah. So this is a sticky item. Something that has been around a while. Maybe the oldest item on your store. I don't know, but it's something that hasn't sold. So yeah, how long have you had it, and why is it not sold?
It's been a couple of months that we have adopted.
That is cool. That is cool.
But I think because of the size, like shipping in Australia is quite expensive for anything over a certain like size and weight. So we probably overpriced it because we wanted to hang on to it a little bit longer than but yeah, he's been sitting up in the back of our little storage room in there and gets on some lives occasionally when we're in that room.
He's part of our decor, so if someone wants him, they're going to have to pay for it. We have them on Facebook, though. eBay's not really the right place. Someone should really come pick him up, but don't love doing the Facebook.
Nah, we've got other stuff, obviously, that's sat in the store for a similar time, longer times, but that one's kind of like...
that's an awesome. It is good size. Like, it's massive.
It's massive.
So what... So you said you touched there on the cost of shipping and stuff. So what would be your average, like for I don't know, your average parcel you send out? Is it different to a different part of the country? Like ours is the same cost anywhere in the country. We're a lot smaller, obviously.
So this is what we call a small satchel in Australia.
Right.
You can actually send up to 5 kilos in these, but obviously they're quite small. So generally, this will cost us around $8.50, depending on where we send it to. So you can ship like shirts, smaller jeans, stuff like that for around $8.50, depending where it's going, because we have like a business account, so it's a little bit cheaper sometimes.
And that's up to 5 kilo is the same price.
Yeah, 5 kilo, but probably not going to get, because of the size.
You're going to get like books or something, may weigh more. No, that's
so that's sort of the starting point in terms of tracking. You can send like letters and stuff, like DVDs and CDs. You can send for either $2.20 or $3.30. But yeah, generally postage in Australia is quite expensive. So what would something like that cost you guys? Like a shirt or something?
So we've got. So it depends which way you want to go. So you've got Hermes, which is probably the cheapest option, but they're not usually the best.
Well, they're all right. We use them all the time, so they can't be that bad. You know what I mean? They're all right.
Yeah, but they don't often treat it.
I wouldn't put too much fragile through them, basically.
So that would cost a small one like that. If it was under a kilo, it would be like £2.90. Yeah, and then you'd go like £4 something.
For 1 to 2,
but with Royal Mail, it's anything under 2 kilos is £3.95.
If it fits in the small parcel box, which is a bigger than that, but smaller than Potato Head, if you know what I mean. Like it's not that big, but it's but it is. But you can get like the large letter. You can sometimes get like a T-shirt through a large letter, and then you can pay a couple of £pounds. But everyone has different methods. What works for them. Sometimes people don't insure it and they pay less, but then you run the gauntlet of without getting that track delivery.
What about you guys? What's your sticky item?
Well, so we bought a while ago, in between, like when lockdowns finished and stuff, a box full of shoes and footwear advertising stuff. And we paid about £40 for it, and we weren't too sure. So I pulled like the 2 sort of biggest bits out, and which I thought we would get our money back on, and then the rest I'd come back to another day. And it was basically both by Cat, so like the boot sort of thing. And it's just a shop display. So I imagine you just put one big boot on there, and it just looks good in the shop. And another one was like a sloped one, same brand, and I think I put them on for like 20 each. I think we paid 40 for it all. So like I thought we'd just get our money back by like sort of selling them to. One sold in a couple of weeks, and this one's been on there for like 4 or 5 months. And we even dropped the price a little bit, and I just thought like
maybe we need to work on our keywords.
Maybe, but we haven't touched it in ages. So if we go back and edit it in, maybe. But like it's the sort of thing. When I saw it, I thought someone might want it for like a market stall to sell their own goods, or if someone in their indoors. I know you don't really collect work boots. People collect trainers, don't they? But that like someone might have something by Cat that they want to display.
In a man cave or something.
In a man, yeah. So,
like one of these, like like diggers, like those.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? That's a good. We may edit this description, but this is how long it's been there. There's actually a cobweb. You can't see it. That wasn't there. That wasn't there when
it's a bit worrying.
When I listed it. Yeah. But that's our sticky.
That's that.
So we'll just go through the chat. If you've got any questions, please pop them in. And if you haven't already, make sure you go and check out Brad and Jaz's channel.
Yes, definitely.
We've popped the link in the description.
Awesome channel. And as you can see, great couple as well. So definitely go hit them up.
Definitely. So Keely says, do you ever have any disagreements over whether to buy an item?
We have discussions.
Yeah. I think that's something we discussed on our channel, like separating business and our relationship, because it's very easy to get like frustrated with each other and like angry and stuff. But when we go into a big buy, which is generally when we have these discussions, like we're not sort of worried about the lower end stuff. But when we buy a bulk, that's when we really get in depth and talk about, the sell through rate, our cost of goods, like how long the stuff is going to sit in the house, and
is it worth it? Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. And some of them we've sort of had differing opinions, and then in the end we sort of went one way or other depending on what it is. But definitely discussions is probably
but I think
sound like disagreements. Same beer.
But I think the thing is, as obviously likewise yourselves as a couple, like you are on a equal level, you know what I mean? Like, so everyone's input is the same, and you'll value each other's input, the same. So if someone is really against it, you're going to be curious to why you're against it so much. So it's coming to that sort of agreement.
2 minds are better than one.
And I think you can both sort of have a feel for the item or not, or as you said, usually the bulk deals where you're spending a few pound more or a few dollars more.
Definitely. I think one in particular that stands out to me. There was something that I was like so keen on, and Jaz was
just think of it now.
Jaz was like, I think we can do better than that. And I was like, but this is a really good brand. Like, we can do really well on it. She's like, well, what about the work involved with it? How much time is that going to take us? And then like 2 weeks later, we came across something like 10 times better. So sometimes it just works out.
It is
meant to be.
You never know. That's
it's a good question, but I think my mum would probably say that we bicker, but
you got to have a conversation. You've got to discuss. You've got to have a conversation.
You
Agreed.
So Carl says, I watched Brad and Jaz's game haul pickup months ago. It was insane the amount of stuff they got in those pallets. The funniest part was dragging them up down the side of their house.
That guy had an electric pallet jack, because I actually bought one for it, because I was like, there's no way I'm going to take everything off and bring it. But when the guy pulled up, he had an electric one. So he was just like, do you think we should just use this? I was like, yeah.
100%.
It was a bit of a struggle, but we got him up there. So that was a crazy deal, and we're very lucky to have got that one. We're still working through it. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. And I can imagine it, it might have paid for itself by now. So
Definitely.
We stopped actually tracking it once we got into profit.
It doesn't matter after that, does it?
That was probably good 3 months ago now. So we're
nice.
I don't even know where we sit on it, to be honest.
So Mr. Alan Morrow, as a HVAC refrigeration technician, do you think it's a good idea to sell salvage parts on eBay?
I can't say we ever have, but if someone's looking for a part, eBay is probably the place they would go if it was a second-hand used part. But I don't know if you guys have ever sold salvaged parts of anything.
Not that time.
Not salvaged. We've done a bit of like new car parts before and done quite well. I know there's people, if you know your stuff in car parts, there's people that can go to those like strip and rip places where you can like take down all the stuff from cars and make some serious money, but you have to know what you're doing. So obviously, being a refrigeration tech, he's going to know what he's doing. So I think there's definitely money in it if you know what you're doing, but I have no idea.
We wouldn't either.
Yeah, no, research comps and stuff,
especially if it's a small item, it can easily package and post, that sort of thing. If it's quite a heavy, big item, as we were talking just now, obviously the postage cost might alter it a little bit, but the small items, easy.
Why not?
Have a go. Have a go.
The Activator says, joining you late today, but love the show. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And we've got a question further down. Do you think it's better to reduce prices to get rid of stock, or hold on to it until someone pays more for it?
Wow, this is the ongoing.
Yes.
I think it depends, really. Like, there's certain things that, I know the value of it, and I know that someone will pay that at some point
when
in time.
they need it, they're going to pay for it.
But we're not afraid to drop pricing on stuff. We usually start quite high and sort of leave offers on, and then sort of come back to the market. And if we sell it at that higher price, then we've made a better profit. But like, we don't run sales as much. We are running one this weekend because of Black Friday. So that's probably the first sale we've run in like God knows how long, 6 months probably. But
we're quite the same actually.
What's that?
So I was saying we're quite the same. We've never really run a sale, but like you said, offers.
I think there is value in dropping prices, but it's just you got to do what's right for your business. So
if we were needing space, if we wanted to clear things out for something better, then we might just reduce it right down to get rid of it. But so far, so good.
Yeah, we haven't. Well, I won't say we haven't needed to because we've got a lot of stock, but there's reasons behind that because we buy in bulk and we do those sort of big deals. But we haven't really felt like we've had a shortfall of cash at all, so we haven't really needed to do any of that sort of stuff at this point in time.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's different, like you said. Like it depends how you particularly run your business. Like we often send offers. Rather than reducing the price straight away, and then obviously if you don't get any biters, then we will reduce prices. But I don't know why. I don't know if it's algorithms or what, but 2 times this week, and it's happened quite a bit, we'll send an offer out and then 10 minutes later someone pays full price.
It will sell full price. That happens a lot.
It's so crazy.
It's mad.
Twice this week we've had that happen with the same buyer where someone sent an offer and I'm trying to accept it and it's not working. That same person has bought it for full price. And I didn't leave them waiting. They just submitted an offer and then went, no, you know what?
I just want it, so I'll pay it.
It's mad. It is mad. But I think for us, we always say that there's always more to buy, so we will probably maybe take an offer or drop the price if need be to sell it, because there's always something else that can sit on that shelf.
Like some of the more maybe niche things that warrant a higher price than we will hold out. Definitely. Obviously, we will then still do a deal, but we'll hold out a little longer.
Yeah, like you said, Brad, like you know when it's worth that amount, and you don't find them often, maybe or whatever, it's worth waiting.
And we've got offers on everything, so we accept offers all the time. Like it's not like we won't lower, but we just don't sort of push the price lower ourselves in a lot of occasions. We prefer to sort of promote our listings and use that sort of function to get our items seen, and most times that's what gets them sold. So
yeah, definitely. I agree.
Yeah, something we need to look into promoting. We've tried a little bit, but we haven't. It's just not something I didn't do in the beginning, and as we've grown the business now, I want to look into it more.
I think maybe we're going to do like a little test.
Yeah, we might list 20 things, promote 10, not promote 10 from the same day, and see if it if it makes a difference or not. But
because they change how promoted works. So you've got to kind of every few months jump on and put your incognito on and see actually if you search for an item, what is coming up? Is it are they sponsored listings? Because they do change around what's actually getting shown.
We've tested a lot of things. Like I have over sort of 6 months, and I've found what works well for us. So I don't know if it's different in the UK, but we sort of have found a nice groove with it, and I've sort of passed that on to a few people who've had reasonable success with it as well. So I think it definitely works. It's just you just have to keep on top of it. So.
Definitely.
I think John Luke said he promotes his by 1%.
Yeah, I think the minimum you can just do 1%, and sometimes that can get you to sale. But I don't know. We'll look into it. We'll see how it goes.
Right. So let's say a couple of hellos. I think we've got a couple of questions, and then we'll go into our questions.
Yes, we'll get into we've got a few questions as well.
Rich Hitch, hi Janie, and everyone else. I'm a bit late. What have I missed? Well, you have to rewatch. Very good accents. We've got Sam Smell Stuff. Okay, this is Jess, isn't it? Is this Jess?
I think it's Jess. Is it Jess? Is JJ Jess?
I think so. I think so. Hi, my name's Sam, and I smell stuff on the internet. That's how he talks, isn't it?
He does.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I smell stuff on the internet.
Yeah, but it's not. He sells stuff, but it flows off the tongue like Sam Smell Stuff.
I think Ricky did it once, and
it's sort of stuff. But we got a lot. We got a lot of love for Sam. It's fine.
Quick question from Mr. Sprout: have you ever bought something to resell, then loved it, but then sold it and wish you hadn't?
Any regrets?
Photos?
Well, I had them for quite a while. I got vintage troll dolls.
You have. I'm presuming you guys have them.
Yes.
I kept these trolls up on my shelf for a good year, and they were listed, but they were listed so high. I was like, these are mine, but you can make an offer. And eventually, after a year, we sold them overseas.
Yeah, went overseas.
So it was bittersweet, but I did get my time and my money. So.
Yeah, they were like quite valuable, those ones, hey, because of
they were like had the little felt outfits and the mohair, so they were cool.
That's cool. The thing is, that's the perfect thing. You can enjoy them, like you said, for a year, and then still make some money on it as well. So that's a perfect deal.
Brad judged me a little bit.
They were very cool, but when I saw the price that was put on, I was like,
sell them. And I was like,
money's worth more.
Yeah, get them sold. Definitely. I don't know. Have we sold something that I wish we had kept? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, we did have like a life-size Darth Vader, but I don't know where you would.
Why would you keep that?
Oh, man cave, isn't it? One day I have a man cave.
It's terrifying. We used to have it out the front.
Yeah.
This was when the garage was more usable, and we had it outside the front. The van was like parked on the drive, and people were walking past, like thinking it was a real person.
Because he had
like,
stood there because we were sorting stuff out, and then the only space we could keep him was like just behind the door of the garage. So every time
is it Darth Maul?
Darth Maul.
Yeah,
what did
I said Darth Vader.
But it's Darth Maul anyway. But every time you put the garage door up, he's just there. Like it's awesome.
I could just see Jack putting it right outside the door, like
like a little scarecrow.
No. It was an old.
Oh yeah, almost like we bought a steamer like I don't know a couple of months ago, a new one, and Jazzy put it like just inside the kitchen. Like just inside the door, and I went to the bathroom, and I literally almost punched this thing in the middle. It like had the big bit on the top, and like the part where you
it would have been
it looked like a human. I was like, "There's someone in my house," and I was like, "That's the steamer." But
it's sort of like the hotel one, isn't it? With like the hangout on the top, and you put the I can see
you
how
can
you
imagine
got
the shape, the silhouette. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's brilliant. Sam says, I think it was me that started it by accident.
You getting the blame? Are you getting the blame?
I always muddle my words up, don't I?
You wait till I see you, Sam.
We got Ricky Lee, the legend.
Ricky Lee. Right. Should we do some questions? Right. Obviously, for anyone who missed it, we did have a little special couples only, Mr. and Mrs. questions earlier, but we're going into the standard sort of normal questions now, which they do relate to yourselves in Oslo. So the first one is, what are your 3 favourite things in Oz to resell?
We're probably the one we get the most flack about and laughs about is R.M. Williams. So that's a really iconic Australian like outback kind of brand.
We go hard on it and people roll their eyes. They're so sick of hearing us talk about R.M. Williams.
We've bought so much of that stuff because we actually have the factory here in Adelaide, which means there's a lot of it around.
Nice.
So we pick that up left, right, and center, but we make really good money on it. So that's one thing that we buy all the time.
I could just say 3 clothing brands.
Harley Davidson.
Oh,
nice.
definitely.
And probably video games, like because we've bought so much of it now. Probably one that sold through very quickly for us, mostly because of the lockdown. It pumped up the need for it, but gaming stuff sells all the time, like you guys would know. So.
Do you think you learn a lot by buying such a big gaming hall? You obviously had knowledge and experience in it already, but do you think you've learned more from it?
Yes. Well, bits and pieces for me because I already sort of had a pretty good understanding. Like,
everything for me. I knew nothing.
I didn't really know a heap about like Sega or Sega, depending on how you say it.
Sega.
And some of the older stuff, like the Atari stuff, I wasn't really up with. But all the Nintendo and PlayStation stuff I was on top of. But when you buy big like that, you're going to learn something.
Definitely.
Whether it be good or bad, you're going to learn something.
I feel like I know all the commons now. So if I see something I'm not familiar with, that's when I'm going to go, ooh, what's this?
Yeah,
definitely. But that's the thing. Like for us at Car Boot, sometimes for the PlayStation 1 games, they're the games that I see that I know some can be, like with any console, can be really rare. But you see that one, you think, I've never seen that game before. And if I don't have to, if I don't have time to look it up or anything like that, and it's a couple of pounds or whatever, I'm just going to buy it anyway. Worst case scenario, it's worth a couple of pounds. You know what I mean? Like it's, but then it's that. The fact you've never seen it before, it's like you have that hope that it could be some.
It's
crazy.
usually a good time. Like when you're out so often, like all us resellers are. If you see something you've never seen before, it's usually a good time.
Definitely.
Okay, when you're not working / reselling, what are your hobbies / pastimes?
Whoa, I've just kicked you off. We just kicked you off there.
That's a very nice looking laptop. Hobbies and pastimes.
I don't know if I can call myself a writer anymore.
Yeah.
I did write.
Yeah. Actually, she's a published writer, to be honest. So.
Oh, wow.
Quite
a tiny.
Yeah, but still submitted like 2 things and got published, so you can't write that off. But
it's not a bad hit rate.
Yeah, she's got
that's strong. Yeah,
she's got a degree in that sort of field, so maybe down the future when we're in a better financial position, maybe
I just have all this free time.
You've got people working, reselling for you.
Yeah, once people are listing and stuff, you're out buying and writing. Yeah. There you go. You just go out buying and then write. That's fine.
Yeah. So that's probably you. I used to be like crazy into sport. Like I used to play field hockey quite a lot. But then I did a lot of injuries. So after that, I sort of stopped. And that I haven't really had too many sort of hobbies apart from collecting games since then, because reselling has pretty much taken over our life. But
this is the thing. Reselling is a hobby that makes money.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Which becomes work as well, obviously. Yeah. But you have
is it work if you're having fun?
Exactly. If you're having fun and enjoying it. Like we went out for like a day date the other day, went out for lunch and stuff. Pre-lockdown, yeah. Just pop in a few charity shops. 5 charity shops later, you know what I mean?
We had a great time.
But we had a good day. This is the thing. We're enjoying ourselves. So even though it's work, but you're having a good time, you know, so I do think reselling is a hobby for a lot of people, which makes money. You know what I mean?
What about you guys? Do you guys have a hobby or anything on the side?
I don't know. We do. I don't think.
I'd like to get back into not say get back into, but do yoga.
More yoga. Yeah, we've done a bit of yoga while we were traveling and stuff, and I want to do a bit more now.
Maybe get into a proper routine of it and make that a hobby.
Yeah, and I used to do quite a bit of photography work and stuff, which I enjoy. But then sort of went to college and sort of, you know, when you do something more and it sort of, and you sort of lose the passion for it, or whatever. But then we started YouTube again, and I've started doing the videos. And I've enjoyed filming, you know what I mean? So
eating food at my house might be considered a hobby.
Yeah.
Nuggets at Kara's.
Yeah, so Kara lives literally 15 minutes away, so we're over there a couple times a week eating.
Oh, nice.
That's fine though. That is good though. That is good. Seeing friends is a good hobby. That is all you need, you know. Playing Among Us. We've been playing this quite a bit recently.
We haven't played it the last week.
Yeah. So
I haven't got into that, but
I'm hearing so much about it.
Yeah.
If you're, I don't know what the time. It'd probably be ridiculous time in the morning. But if you have to join the Discord, we'll send you the link. Get in the Discord, and if we're ever on, you'll be sus. I mean, no one will believe you, but you'll be fine.
I think that's right. Where there's
what's that? Did Ricky already say it or not?
Ricky saying hello to Becky. Whether I missed it.
Where are you?
He said, hello, Miss Sus, talking to Becca.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sus. Anyone that's sus. It's all sus. Right. So.
Scrolling through, guys. Sorry, I have to watch this one back on the road. Good to see 4 of my favourite bets go back. Thank you, dude.
That's too kind.
Another Brad. He's gone on holiday with his family. So.
Oh, nice.
As you should.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Right, are you up to date? Where are you?
Just saying hello to Michael.
Good morning, good evening.
Don't. Stop it.
Right.
And Mike Harris, hello.
Hey, Mike.
Right.
What's your best way of sourcing? So it can be your most enjoyable, but also most profitable. Because sometimes where you make the most money, you might not enjoy it the most, but you know what I mean. So when you're out somewhere else, you might enjoy it more.
This has changed because we were hardcore op shoppers. We just loved going to the
charity shop.
Yeah, okay. But is this it's not for charity? Is this just like a thrift store, or it is for charity?
Most of them are
opportunity shops.
Okay.
That's what it's
like the charity shops. So we call them oppies.
Yeah, oppies.
That's fair enough.
And we were before we were reselling because it's just something we found that we enjoyed doing together. But this year our sourcing has changed a lot, and we really are enjoying the liquidation and overstock because of the quality you can get for the price.
I think probably not that Australia's been through anything like the UK or US in terms of lockdowns, but a lot of our charity shops and op shops sort of closed for a period of time when it first started. So we had to sort of shift focus. Luckily, we had a heap of stock on hand, so we weren't in a bad position. But what we've been able to source this year by doing bulk buys and liquidations has been a game changer for us. And having the stock pretty much come to your door, or you're buying a big chunk of it and you can bring it all home and list it as you go, has really helped us. And it kind of, I love op shopping and I love charity shopping, but it's become probably more of a 40% of our buy than
And can I ask, is that from auction or is it just set cost?
Both. So we do auction pretty semi-regularly. Harder to get deals on that because there's a lot of online stuff, but we've been lucky lucky for us, unlucky for them. There's been a few store closeouts lately that we've been able to negotiate with the actual owners and stuff and get really good prices on some really good quality.
Yeah, so good to have the contacts.
Like we never know where the next deal's coming from or how it's going to be structured. It's usually not advertised. It's something we've got to go out and find the right person and say the right things.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
As well.
Definitely, like when you're doing those big ones and you're not really sure if the other person on the other end is going to
do they even want to?
Yeah. Like I think that for us has been a challenge to learn how to communicate with these people that run pretty big businesses, and you're like, well, hey, we can help you out by doing this. So yeah, we definitely enjoy that side of it. So I think we'll continue doing a lot more of that sort of stuff. But op shopping, garage sales, car boot sales.
That's the treasure hunt. That's the treasure hunt. You know, that's
shopping today.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Are you everything? Right. Right. This is one we ask everyone who comes on. You say? Okay. And I'm going to make it specific to the UK, even though you're in Australia. I don't know how many of the UK guys you watch, but who's your favourite UK YouTube reseller?
Oh, it's got to be you guys.
No. You can't pick us.
We
thank you.
We actually came across Zahir quite early on, and he's a great guy, and he supported us greatly. And the way that his personality is incredible. Awesome. And the newer crowd, like you guys, I think you brought like a new refreshing wave through, and I know that a lot of people have said that about you guys. And
Cookie and the Haydens.
Cookie and the Haydens.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's so many channels over there. Obviously, Andrew.
Money Mental. Yeah.
Peter. Oh my God, we watch a lot of UK actually.
Is that Peter Ray or Peter Vinegar Jar?
Watch both, really.
Nice.
Yeah.
The OGs, Nick and Andrea.
Definitely.
We've seen a bit of their gear. We don't get to speak to them a lot because of our time zones.
We never get an end of their lives unless these guys are going late.
Yeah.
We can only watch late night UK.
Yeah. So but at the moment, definitely I have to say yourselves and Zahir.
It's been very nice to find you guys.
Likewise, pleasure.
We have
a lot of similarities as well in the way we do things.
Definitely.
I think
we're very similar.
It's like looking in the mirror.
What was I going to say?
And we're on. You can say.
We're actually on with Zahir and Beck tomorrow.
Yeah, so for their Friday Chinwag, which is a first for us. Yeah, we haven't been on. We've been on with Zahir in Zahir.
You said
Zahir. Zahir. You know, you know, we all know who I mean. Okay.
Good old Zahir.
Zahir. Yeah. I just shortened it. It's fine. But yeah, we've been on a chat on someone else's. Why are we shaking?
I don't know.
It's someone else's channel, but it'd be good to go on theirs and have a chat with them tomorrow. So that'd be cool. Right.
They're a couple. Yeah.
100%.
What area of reselling would you like to grow in?
Yeah. So new line of stock or new platform. What would be where's your progression?
We'd love new platforms, but they're not available to us yet, unfortunately. We're pretty stuck with, the standard eBay, Facebook. You can try Amazon, but it's not, in Australia, it's not what it is over in UK or America. I want to get into cosmetics, but I don't know anything about it.
Well, I guess we'll learn. Another one for me is like, and we've sort of dipped our toe, is car parts, because the money in that is just insane.
Yeah, maybe you said
and I want to learn more about that so I can do more of it. But it's just something that's so foreign to me. Like I never really grew up with a mechanic around me or anything like that. So,
yeah. I think, like you said, it's buying as you talked about, buying them things in bulk. If the deal's okay. But you don't know too much about it. It's almost like you're paying for your education, as we've said. So, as long as the price, that you can make a little bit on it, it's almost like you're learning about that new topic, that new area. So then when you come to it again, you're a bit more, clued up for it and stuff. So I think that works for us as well. When you sort of buying something a bit out of your comfort zone, but have an interest in, so see where it goes. But cosmetics is.
What about you guys? I think we talked a little bit about on our channel, but what's the big one that you guys want to get into?
I think obviously when we do move out, I think then we want to look at maybe more less single items.
Yeah, more sort of getting in the sort of bulk quantity and stuff, and having stuff that just ticks over on your thing. So I know that could work for anything, cosmetics, car parks, anything, but just like getting into whether it's liquidated stock or something where it is 10 of 10 items. You know what I mean? So you've got 100 items, but 10 of each. So
as well as the extra bit, just having some things that are less work.
Yeah. Everything on our store is a unique item, you know, like one of so and it is more work, you know, as everyone knows. So it would be nice just, even though you might earn less from each one, a bit like retail arbitrage or that sort of thing, once you've done the work for one, you've only got to package the rest. So
we've been working on a few of those sort of channels, like the Alibaba sort of stuff, and actually working quite well for us at the moment. So
I wasn't interested in it at all, and when you selected a few things, I was like, okay. But some things have done quite well. And it does feel nice when I do one photo and then the sales.
And it does. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, and I'm like, not making huge profits. Like it's only like a $4 to $6 profit per item. You're only paying $4 or $5 for it as
sure. Yeah.
You do sell 30 of them, that's $150, right? Like
definitely.
And with Alibaba, because we haven't really gone down that route for anything, but like, is it you have to buy it in large quantity, or is it like 10, 100? You know, like
what you buy. The particular thing that we bought 30 of. So you can get smaller quantities, but obviously you're paying more, and then the shipping on top of it.
Yeah, I imagine you'd want a minimum around that. You know, like it's not thousands, but 30 or whatever. Like it's enough to have a try, and see if it works.
Yeah,
I genuinely thought that we would still have 30 in a year, but that's not the case. So
good. No, glad to hear.
My mum just jumped in the chat, so we've got all the mums.
Hey, mum.
Julie and Jane, get right.
Welcome.
Hey. Yeah, it's a family deal. We've had our mums in, so
and we got Zane in. Hi guys, it's on 56 minutes late. We'll go back and no worries, dude.
No worries, man.
Right,
no
so
worries.
these last questions.
Yeah, so we've got just 3 more.
2 more.
No, 2 more. Sorry, I can't read. It's fine. So, what is your biggest flip, but also your biggest flop?
Or thongs.
Or thongs, yeah. Flip flop thongs. Sorry, I had to. But yes. What has been your biggest win and biggest loss? But a loss, you might have lost a lot of money, but also it might not have been the money you lost, but your time. It might have took too long, too much work involved, and you think that wasn't a win.
I can definitely think of the biggest loss that we've had. Not that we lost money, but we lost time invested in it. We talked about this one a little bit. I bought 2 pallets of random books at one point from an auction. I've got the first one for $20, and I actually forgot I was bidding on the second one.
Forgot.
And I got that one for $16. So we had no van or anything like that. This was like spur of the moment. We had to drive down there with both our cars, and they were stocked to the roof. And we're in our little 2-bed unit at the time. So we made really good money on that, but there was just books everywhere. Because there was just so many. So I think that not that we lost money, but it was a loss of time, and we learned a lot from that experience.
It's a loss of sanity.
Yeah, that's it. But in terms of biggest wins, like
it's tricky.
There's one item that we haven't sold yet that's sitting in our store, and it's got crazy price tag on it because it's one of a kind. It's like Nicky.
You guys, what is it? Sorry.
Like a Nicky Lauda F1 signed jacket. So he was like an F1 champion. I found that op shop for $35, and I've got a crazy price tag on. I don't really expect to get what I've got on it, but
this is Brad's version of just trying to keep.
Yeah. How much is it?
I chucked $5,000 on it, but I think I'll get around 2, to be honest. But
that's still a good ROI.
But it should actually go to an auction house because that's where it will sell best. But because they're all sort of closed down and not having viewers in, I haven't sent it there. So we'll just chucked up on eBay, and if someone chucks me an offer, I'll probably take it at a decent price. But the one that we probably make the most money on was probably that auction lot of computer bits and pieces. So we bought these massive servers, these Netgear servers, and I spent probably like $3,500 on them, some Arlo cameras, like all these different Netgear parts. But the servers themselves, I think it was around $600 for each, and I flipped both of them. 3 total. I think it was around 3,000 total.
This was very, very early on in our reselling career, and for you to spend that money, like I just closed my eyes and covered my ears. I was like, don't tell me, I don't want to know.
They were brand new, like these were all sealed, so I knew there was good money in it.
You sold one to a church for $3,000, I think.
Yeah, and they retailed for around $6,000, so I knew there was money in it. It was just I knew they were going to sit for a while, which they did. But once they sold, obviously, good investments.
Yeah. But brand new, it's a much safer. You know what I mean? Like, you know it's going to work. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's right. With the Niki Lauda jacket, I really do need to get an option, but my options are a little bit condensed at the moment. Let's say. But we'll leave it on eBay for now. If someone sends me an offer, I'll take it. But it's. I got it authenticated by PSA because I wanted to make sure. So. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Really? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Fair. And would you keep it, or you definitely want to sell it?
I'd like to, but I know there's too much money in it. So it was the last year that they had the Adelaide Grand Prix as well. I always say Grand Prix. The Grand Prix in Adelaide was the last year they had it, which makes it sort of more valuable.
Definitely.
And it's a Shell staff jacket, so it's crazy fine.
Is he still about? I don't know the man. Is he
passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow. So that makes it even more rare, obviously. Yeah. Oh, fair play. Well, keep us updated. We'll be interested to.
Hey, Lainey.
Hey, Lainey.
How you doing? Well?
Yeah. Lee says, "Well, PSA as well." There we go.
Lee loves his. Lee sells a lot of good quality clothing. So I'm sure you can appreciate
that. See how that one person to send us a message, huh?
Yeah,
definitely. Well, we've just gone over the hour mark. Don't want to keep you much longer, guys, but we appreciate that. We're just going into our last question, then we'll obviously catch up with the chat and stuff.
So if you guys have any last questions, put them in the chat.
Definitely. Okay, last question, and this is we ask everyone. It's the last question for everyone. It's just, who is your biggest inspiration?
Oh.
We're really good at this. I can say the first people who reselling wise inspired you, because I remember the day that you were like, Jaz, I want to try flipping stuff online. And I was like, I don't want to like, no, go watch this video. They're called Rally Routes. And I was like,
I think they definitely, like, their business model has inspired us to give it a crack. And we've been lucky enough to sort of chat to them a few times, and they're great people and really supportive and stuff. So they've always been I guess a benchmark for us.
Reselling wise.
Yeah, reselling wise. In terms of, I don't know.
Michael Jordan.
I think watching that Last Dance, like, his mindset was insane. Like he would do anything to, like, coach himself into winning a situation. So I never really had that appreciation for Michael Jordan. Obviously, he was a great basketball player, but to think outside the square to make things work sort of drives me to be better. So
people with some self-motivation.
Yeah, and I think we drive each other quite a lot as well because we're so focused on our future. So
you're
so, like, what about you guys? What's
for reselling? What's your inspiration?
I don't know.
You've obviously done it longer than me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's funny. Like, there's a guy who I don't know if Gemma's in the chat, but there's a guy called John who I'm not even sure his last name.
We call him Playmobil John.
Yeah, because he bought a lot of Playmobil back in the day. He still does. But I was like 13 selling at a car boot, and I think I briefly said before. And he told me he's like. Put this on your mum's eBay account or something, and like just see how it goes, because it's worth more than what you're selling it for, basically. And then I started doing it, and so I used to see him at every car boot I went to, sort of thing, and we just chatted.
He'd be buying,
and he'd be buying, and it sort of like inspired me to, if you know what I mean. And now we're obviously I was like 13 then, now like 26, it's like slightly different, like friendship, you know what I mean, like relationship, and it's like now you have a good laugh together, and it's just that sort of like has inspired me to do it, and you can see it was working, like something it was possible to do. My actual big inspiration would still be like, I'd still say like my mum and dad will inspire me all day, every day. But yeah, I don't know about you.
What inspired me to resell?
I don't know, just in general.
Well, you obviously inspired me to resell.
Stop it, you. God, what are these two like, Brad, eh?
They pump us up. I mean, yeah, something.
I would not be reselling if you didn't drag me into it, though.
Is that a good thing?
No, it's a very good thing. But I was like,
Definitely.
doing.
I don't want to do this.
It took a while to get her on board, but once the sales started coming through,
Yeah, I don't think I thought that it was possible.
Yeah,
I thought it was just going to be a whole lot of junk in our house, and it is.
but you're making money from it.
I'm having to go and apply for jobs.
100%.
And I was surprised that was possible.
100%. I agree. And and that's the thing. Working for yourself, like some weeks or months, and I can only talk for ourselves. Obviously, you might not earn as much as if you had a job, obviously. But like the days when you do earn the good money is amazing. But the days you're not, you still have your freedom. You don't have to go into the office that day.
It's like any sales, isn't it? It's not guaranteed, but
no, sales aren't guaranteed, but your freedom is.
Yeah.
And that weighs so much more for us. Like I've said this before, you can have a Wednesday off if you really need to or want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like without no questions. You don't have to ask your boss. Well, she has to check with me, you know what I mean? But
definitely goals. Like, yeah, I think there's parts of my like professional job that I really struggle with, especially when I know I have a business that's ticking along quite well in the background. But yeah, it's just for us, like overheads is the biggest problem because we have this mortgage and investment property. So we're getting
nice.
Yeah.
May I ask what you do as your full-time job?
Yeah, I'm a project manager at like an insurance company. So
nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I can imagine that pays quite well, so I can understand that it covers your bills. That's the important thing, you know what I mean? It's that.
Yeah, we know what that point is for us to be able to afford both of us being full time.
Definitely.
I'm reasonably well paid in my job, which makes it pretty comfortable. Not crazy well paid, but well enough that it pays the bills. So it's just making sure we have that to replace if we both went.
Yeah, and I think it's something that obviously you guys. From talking obviously a couple of times now, it does sound like a lot of things you plan things out quite well. It seems anyway. You know, it definitely looks like it. And which I think we're maybe more on the winging side of things at the moment. But
I think it's just like I can't work that way. Which is like Jazzy's sister travels all over the place and like isn't sort of too concerned about a lot of that sort of money side of it. Like it just happens for her.
She just makes it
work. Yeah. Whereas I have to know where my next dollar is coming from. And Jazzy's kind of in the middle. Like she'll kind of one day she'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. Next day she's like, oh, I've got to have all the money. Like,
I need to know. Yeah.
It's
definitely.
It's interesting. I'd love to be like you guys and just.
But I think once we've bought that. Once we've bought the house, though, I think things might change, and then it's that mindset of that mortgage needs paying.
At the moment, it's more like save. But when we've got proper,
like we're putting away. So we obviously pay the bills that we have at the moment, which are way less than if we owned a house, you know. And then we're saving. We're putting away. We'll make sure we're putting away as much as what we would be paying, if that makes sense. So you just to make sure we can afford to, obviously.
So you got stuff in places.
We'll get there.
Mike said any car boots on Enhanced next week. I have no idea.
Yeah, so Hans is Hampshire. We're in Hampshire, by the way. So we have no idea.
Hayden will probably be on.
I'd love to get back to car boot. We don't need to. Still got loads of stuff there to sell. Don't need to still. But
I think it's
the house, guys. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's being told that you can't makes you want to.
Yeah. 100%. Even if you don't need, even if we went and didn't buy a thing, which has never happened, obviously. But even if we went and didn't buy anything, it's getting out and seeing some friendly faces you may recognise, that sort of thing. It's that social thing as well.
Rich says my Exorcist toys just sold for 200 plus shipping.
Did you see this one, Richard? Basically, it's like a really Neko. Has it made by Neko? I think so. Really realistic. Yeah, awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
I think he had it on auction. He started at £100 auction. So there we go. Right. Where's that? Oh, I think your mum says Brady gets that from me. Has to be organised.
It's not a bad thing.
My mum's a little bit next level than me. I always used to joke that she had OCD, and I used to play little games with her and put my shoes outside the door when my friends were over, and I used to say to her, watch this, within 5 minutes my shoes will be inside my door. And
you knew.
I don't know if she knows that, actually. So
you're
she knows
bad child.
Anya's just said, have heard Hailing.
Yeah, I knew Hailing would. Hailing opens when it's snowing. You know what I mean? It'll always be open.
Hi, Peter. Thanks for coming in, but we are just rounding up. So, yeah, if you guys have got any last questions for us or Brad and Jaz, there we go. I can say it.
You say it now. Yeah, it took us an hour. But if not, what can we expect from your guys' channel this coming up soon? What have you got? What have we got?
We had a video drop about half an hour ago, actually.
Did we?
Our normal Friday video, we like to keep the same sort of time slot so people know where to find us. So we went garage sailing, which I don't know what the equivalent would be for you guys. We have.
It started jumble trail. I mean, not many people have garages.
Yard trail.
But it's sort of selling outside the front of your house, basically, and sort of people are doing a trail of them, basically, all on the same day.
So we did that last weekend and took the GoPro with us, and so that's dropped this morning.
Got our radio that we showed off today.
Yeah,
got a smaller potato head.
And then Tuesday nights we always have our live shows. Sometimes we have awesome guests on, like you guys. Other times, Tuesdays and Fridays we're always dropping vids. So come over.
Definitely. I've left your just link in the description.
Definitely. Make sure you guys check them out. I mean, we appreciate everyone who's been in tonight. A few people are definitely watching I'm a Celeb because we're missing a few of the regulars, but they'll watch it back, and anyone who's watching it back, 100%, and the people now, go hit up to Aussie Thrifters if you're not already. Great guys, and we've really enjoyed chatting to you this morning.
It's so weird.
So I hope you guys have a great day.
Friday.
Madness.
A big thanks to you guys for not only coming over to our channel and having a really great time, but inviting us back on your guys' channel. I'm sure we'll have a lot to do with each other in future because
100%.
Really enjoyed the chats. So.
100%. Definitely. We'll keep in contact on Instagram.
Definitely. And look forward to another chat soon. But if not, we'll see you in Oz.
We'll be behind the same camera.
But likewise, you can
big trailer. So anytime, open up. Let's do it.
And once we buy a house here, and you'll be more than welcome to come over here if you really want to come to England. If you really want to,
all hands on deck for moving a store.
Just bring the sun with you, though. That's the deal, right?
Try.
But thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. I was going to say.
Have a great morning if you're the other side of the world.
Great morning in Oz. Have a great evening in England. Take care, guys. Thanks very much.
Bye.